Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsom. I'm back. Hope you're doing fantastic, and I do trust you had a most marvelous week. This is going to be your Monday real life stock review. Yes, I had an amazing time in Germany and the Czech Republic. Thanks so much for asking. You guys are phenomenal. And of course, we all know that the Newsom indicator did in fact work out. Strange. I know, it's really, really odd, but it's like still at 100%. Every time I leave the country, the market decides to tank a little bit. So when are the next two times I'm leaving the country? Well, currently, next two trips planned are going to be in late November and in mid-April and sometime late May of 2018. So we'll see. But those are the three trips I have upcoming. You'll notice Brad and my good buddy Adam, who were both at the Friday Nashville pool party that I had right before I went to Germany, they both bought some call options on the VIX and they made a little bit of money, so congrats. There's actually a lot of traders who made some money in the quick sell-off that occurred from the whole North Korea incident. So we got a little bit of sell-off in the market, but it was a good opportunity to hashtag buy the dip, right? We can see that the market's had a phenomenal pullback right into some moving averages, especially the 50 EMA, as you can see right here. It was an incredible opportunity to bounce. Safe to say we've been here before. Here's one location, and there's a second one right there, and a third one, and maybe we've bounced at the 50 before on the SPY, but either way, it was a phenomenal buying the dip opportunity for those who got the opportunity to do that. Thirdly, as you already know, August is volunteer month at Real Life Trading. I want to give you the opportunity if there's anyone in the Nashville area who wants to do this with Ashley and myself, or if there's anyone in the area that this particular company supports. It's called Shower Up. This is the link to their website right here. It's pretty simple to get to. You can notice right there that I just circled the website domain. And it is a non-profit really that is reaching out and helps through ministry to help homeless people shower. You know, that's obviously the name of the company, Shower Up. So if you guys want to do that with us, we're going to be doing it August 28th here in Nashville around 5:30 Central Time. But of course, feel free to reach out in your community wherever you live. Make sure to give your time to someone that you can't expect anything back from. It's a beautiful thing. It makes you feel incredible, and it's just what life's about anyway. Number 4. As you all know, I sent out a survey, a lot of fantastic results. Thank you so much. We're still pouring over all the data. It was a tremendous, tremendous outpouring of love and praise and questions and thoughts and fears, and it was amazing. So I did mention that there are going to be some people winning some prizes from doing that survey. More to come on that later this week. Number 5. I've got some big news coming your way tomorrow morning. Check your inboxes. You're not going to want to miss this one. It's something you've all been waiting for. And number 6, let's go hop into some stocks, check out the market a little bit more, and see what's going on from here. Markets, 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 how I love you so. Markets, 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 where will you go? Let's look at the SPY. And again, we've already kind of talked about it. Showerup.org, make sure you check it out. The SPY got within 11 cents of my 2017 target. We're going to get there. That was really a very, very strong resistance based on some Fibonacci analysis that I did. So if you were going to sell, lock in some profits, that is kind of the area of which you would have wanted to have done it that at. But as we mentioned, we pulled back, came into the 50, beautiful buying opportunity at the 50 EMA, and today's gap is a very nice gap. Yes, this is a morning star reversal pattern. And yes, the fact that we closed above the high of Thursday's candle is a pretty big deal. So from here, yeah, maybe a little bit of a pullback on Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, Friday, but we're going to go higher on the SPY. I do not think this is the top. That's just my opinion though. So from here until buying the dip stops working, just continue doing that. Here's the Qs. Qs look fine. They also close above Thursday's candle. That's a big deal. IWM bounced off the 200 simple moving average for the first time in all year. So weird that it would do that. I mean, how could you have possibly imagined or even contemplated that the IWM would bounce off that 200 simple moving average? I mean, really good support. IWM doing its thing. A lot of traders in the IWM. Really real life trading. I got inundated with emails Thursday and Friday about people just freaking out, having a blast, enjoying the quick bearish move whilst buying the dip. Like my buddy here, Gene. Check out that text message. I love it, Gene. Thanks so much for sharing that with me, man. Truly appreciate it. All right, so let's look at some individual stocks. Didn't have tons of requests for today, but I'm sure I'll have plenty on Wednesday. NVIDIA, got to talk about this one, right? NVDA. So Ahmed, I'm very glad that this trade is continuing up from here. Check out this weird thing on NVIDIA. Who could have seen that coming? At the 50 EMA, bouncing off of that. How would you have known to buy there? Well, again, it's really easy to determine a trend, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the direction. You have 2 seconds to pick a direction. If the direction is bullish, buy off of something. Whatever it is, you get to decide what that thing is that you buy off of. You get to decide what time frame. It's your choice. So if you're buying off the 50, why not? It appears that we may have bounced off the 50 before on NVIDIA, and we were obviously below it on Friday after earnings. So today's gap was indeed a bullish gap and go on NVIDIA. So this was a very strong bullish signal that we were absolutely watching in the day trading room this morning. And check out this 5-minute chart. I mean, there was so many good opportunities to get in on this thing. It was unreal. Beautiful break above pre-market resistance right there. We broke out, market opened, we consolidated. We traded right into the 10 EMA. Tweezer bottom. I mean, come on a $160 stock. Tweezer bottom. There's the breakout right there. NVIDIA just soaring. Beautiful gap. So for those in shares or in call options or put sales or however you're playing NVIDIA bullish, yeah, you're going to want to hold on to that one. Here's Google, Googl, and Google today, ladies and gentlemen, almost ended with a perfect doji. I was hoping that it would. It's close. It's real close. It's not a perfect doji, but it's good enough for me to say this. Here is my thoughts on Google. We traded down. You had a nice bearish gap and go right there on earnings. Gap action. Nice gap and go. Trade down to the 100. Where did it trade down to? You know, weird. I don't know. It seems like we've traded down to this price in recent days. I mean, what's it going to do from here? I'll give you an idea. Today's a doji. Bullish above that candle right there. Where's your stop? That totally depends on how long you want to be in the trade. Are you an investor? Do you want to hold on to this thing for months or years? Then maybe put a trigger right here, and then that's where you get into some protective puts. Obviously, if you're buying shares and then buying protective puts on Google, you probably have a little bit of a larger account. If you're a shorter term trader and you just want to make some quick cash on some options, if it breaks above there, you could buy some calls. Either way, I love the Morningstar. I love this at the 100. I like the doji today. Keyword if, spelled IF, Google goes higher. Look to play it bullish. TSN, gotta give a shout out to Greg. Check out this really phenomenal email that Greg sent me on Tyson Foods. He was talking about this bullish gap and go that occurred right here on the 7th of August. That was obviously a day trade for him, and it was a very, very nice bullish gap. And it did actually retest the last 2 or 3 days. It retested, got that good Morningstar reversal pattern down here, and then we're kind of bouncing on Tyson just a little bit. The retail sector overall looks really weak. Not that Tyson's specifically a retailer. Earnings on Walmart are going to be this week. That's going to be pretty interesting. What they do, I'll talk more about that on Wednesday. Target also has earnings this week. Keep your eyes on that one. But the stocks that you thought would likely sell off on earnings did, like JCPenney with that beautiful bearish gap down on earnings. Like what earnings, right? JCPenney, there's very, very few people that go shopping there. It's the mall scene is more or less dead. So JCPenney, when does it go to zero? I guess is the biggest question that a lot of people are asking about certain smaller retails that really try to find their niche in the mall sector, the mall department, and that whole sphere, that whole sector is really changing. Something interesting to consider. Here's Momo. Again, I'm going to shout out to Bob. Bob crushing Momo lately. This one has been and is in the summer portfolio, and it really did pull back exactly to the 50 as well as most other stocks. Pulled into the 50, still a good bullish trend. Here's the weekly chart. Looks healthy. Another stock that has worked out very well recent months for buying the dip. Speaking of buying the dip, here's Southwest Airlines. And I did have a weekly options newsletter trade on this one that did not work out, but I'm going to look to try it again because I feel like a lot of people, traders, were waiting for a close below that candle right there, and that never actually happened on Southwest. You did not get a close. So some overeager bears probably hopped on bearish on Friday, got hosed today. It'll probably pull back a little bit to fill this gap and then bounce. I'm keeping my eyes on some longer term shares and or call options on Southwest. Longer term in this case being like November, December, but I do think this is a good buying location on most airlines. Lockheed Martin did finally hit my 2017 target last week and made a new all-time high. For the traders in Lockheed Martin, congratulations. This is one that I posted back in January. My top 10 stocks I was the most bullish on this year. If you just bought a few shares in every one of those stocks, you're doing pretty well. Lockheed Martin making new all-time highs today. Trend is bullish, obviously. How would you play this one? Very simple. It's a retest gap right here. Wait for the retest into some support, to some price action. You get to choose. What is it? Is it on the hourly, daily, weekly, 10, 8, 50, 20, 21, 23, 13? You get to pick the moving average. You get to pick the time frame. It's all within your power of control. So on Lockheed Martin, buy the dip. Very easy to talk about that and make that magic work. And last but not least, here's AAOI. A lot of people excited about this one. So AAOI on this really strong bearish gap and go that occurred between these 2 days right here. We talked about, I sent out an email to everybody saying, hey guys, this is a very, very strong bearish gap. A few traders took advantage of that with some weekly put options, and then it traded right into a target. What was the target? The 100 simple moving average on the daily. You guys are getting good at this, right? Trade right down to the 100, and look at that monstrous rebound. You got the very next 2 days, solid opportunities to buy. Rolled over again. Where did it roll over to? The exact same price it bounced last time. People who made money there once decided to do that again. Gapped above that wick. Beautiful retest. Man, sometimes the stock market is really that simple. Yes, you can lose money trading the markets. Yes, you can let the fear of losing money and the fear of being wrong and the over trading and the under patience, you can let that attack you and attack your performance. Or you can trade simple, you can plan for the future, and you can do what's most important in trading, and that is being in control of yourself. More on that aspect too in the near days. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning into your Monday Real Life Stock Review. You know where I'll be on Wednesday. Back with you guys for more. And until then, remember, love life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.